Hi everybody, let's do a little lesson today on some chordal clusters. Chordal clusters, or tonal clusters as you might want to call them, are really not true chords. There's not a first, third, and fifth degree of the scale in them as you'd have with a normal major chord. And these chords, or these chord shapes I should call them, are essentially tonal clusters, and they are kind of a way of creating an effect on the guitar that's kind of harp-like. Or you notice if you play on like a piano, if you can play, like all the notes are side by side, and so if you want to play a C and a D, for example, together and have them sound together, they're right next to each other on the keyboard. But on the guitar, for example, a C and a D are on the same string. So to play both notes at the same time is not possible in that position. You'd have to do something odd, like change your position to do them on separate strings. And at certain places on the guitar, that's quite a stretch to do it. However, right here, there's this, I call a little golden zone for this, right here around the 5th fret. The 5th fret is where, like if you tune the guitar as you would, like with the 5th fret, maybe you've seen people do that in the days before we had tuners, electronic tuners on your guitar. You would have to play play the A at the 5th string and then tune the open string below it to that pitch. And so you would just go through and tune that way. So at that point is where the crossover is from one string to the next. You'd go E, F, G, A. Well, that A there is the same A as the open string. Then B, C, D. Well, that D is the same as the open string below it. So you can use that to your advantage, and you can make some little things that are not playable otherwise on the guitar. Things like having minor seconds, two notes, like on the piano you have a white key and a black key next to each other. On the guitar, those are usually on adjacent frets. However, with that little crossover zone at the 5th fret, you can find some pretty cool fingerings there. So I've got some diagrams here next to me, and I'll be kind of referring to those. And I'm going to show you just a couple of things that you can do. For example, on the piano, if you went to a C, D, and E and played those three together, right? Those are all major seconds, and you'd create a little tonal cluster. Well, on the guitar, you can use an open string and a couple of closed strings, and you can get something similar. I'm going to do this on 12 string because this is where the magic happens with the 12 string. The octave strings allow you to cross octaves in a way that you might not be able to reach otherwise on a 6-string guitar. So on this one, I've got a C right there. That is the 5th fret of the 3rd string. On the G string, it's G, A, B, C. If I pick it up from the bottom, you hear the lower string. If I pick from the top, you hear the high string. So in this, I'm going to play the C, then the D is going to be on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then I'm going to play the bottom string open. So there I have a little tone cluster, C, D, E. And I'm just playing the single string of this G string. If I play it with the high string on top, it sounds like, it sounds pretty cool also. So instead of sounding like a chord, if I play all those notes at the same time, it's just kind of indistinct as to what tonality I'm applying there. But if I'm playing the notes of a C scale, C, D, E, you can maybe use that for the intro of a song or part of a solo or something. Let's see, there's another one that we can do. This one involves playing on the 8th fret. I'm going to take my 2nd finger, put it on the 5th string pair, 8th fret, and then I'm going to take my index finger and play the 7th fret on the 4th string. What this is going to give me is, this is an F, the open 3rd string is a G, and then the fretted note that I'm holding here with my 1st finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string is an A. So I'm playing the octave. Now if I want to make this even more complex sounding, well, I have F, G, A. If I play the second string open, there's a B. So now I have F, G, A, B. I'm making from a C scale, starting from the fourth note of the scale up to the seventh. Okay, that makes this really interesting kind of sound. I could play them in order: F, G, F, G, A, B. That's just a little four-note pattern. Now, if I wanted to get really crazy, I don't know if I can even do this. Now, the open E on the bottom would be E, F, G, A, B. So I could go E, no, that's E, F, G, A, B, all in a row. So that turns out pretty cool, some of the stuff that you can do with that. Let's try a different one. Let's go, okay, this is one I think I've shown before on another video with acoustic guitar. Now let's see here, let's just play a D chord shape, just a standard D chord. Move that up to the fifth string. Now take the second finger off. That leaves the bottom string open. Ooh, that's a chord that has a lot of mystery and interest in it. Technically it's a D minor ninth, I think, or at least it's a partial D minor ninth chord. But let's look what I have here. I have the D string open. I have the E string on the bottom. That's a major second up. Then I have an F that I'm holding down here with my third finger. And this finger is on a C. So technically I have C, D, E, F. So I'm playing, it's like having the white keys on the piano just going C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, all in order on the piano. It makes a pretty cool thing. Now I can break that up with that little arpeggio. It's pretty neat, and it's a very harp-like tone. Oh, there goes my dog barking. Hang on. From dealing with the barking dogs. Okay, one more let's do. Let's try this one. This one, it's like an A minor chord. Take that A minor chord, take off one finger, and slide it up to the fifth fret. This makes a cool A minor ninth sounding chord. But it's a tonal cluster. I have an A, a B, a C, and a G. So that's G, A, G, A, B, C. That's kind of weird to do because normally on finger picking patterns we're starting with our thumb. This one would start with the index finger. So I would pick the fourth string with my fifth finger. So there's G, A. So the A's with my thumb on the fifth string. So I'd go G, A, B, C. Then of course you can just turn into rolls. So you can find some pretty cool things in this fifth fret zone that you might want to play around with. A good way to start is just take a standard chord and then move it up. There goes the dog again. Okay, try this out. Explore around with these things. See what you can come up with. Look to make like little mysterious haunting melodies out of it. That would turn out really cool. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. That is your call to action. As an outro to the video, I'm going to play a couple of minutes of a song I wrote called Leviathan, and it uses some of these tonal clusters that you just saw in the video. Enjoy. Bye.